I got a little carried away.
What are you doing?
Well, I was getting into it. I was feeling the music. You gotta feel the music. I was getting lost in the feel.
So that's why you're dancing around like that and screwing it all up?
Wow. Some people might call it screwing up, but I call it expressing my love for the music. That's better.
Can you express it by playing it properly?
Well, yeah, I can, but like, nobody wants to dance anymore. You know, nobody's any fun anymore. Everyone's just staring at the screen. Oh, like a zombie, just wandering around like this. I'm a zombie. I have no feelings. I'm not a real human. But Steve, let me tell you, I am a real human. And I do have feelings. And I want to express those feelings through music.
Yeah, you do have a point there.
Why doesn't anybody else dance? Is my question.
I think it's pretty safe to say that society has not gone in the direction that men without hats hoped it would go.
I know!
You know what? My right wrist is killing me.
Oh, your right wrist, huh?
Let's take a break from jamming.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. I wrote some lyrics for that song. That one we just played.
How? You can't write lyrics.
Yes, I can. And I did.
You can't even spell.
These are good lyrics. You should try them out. I'll try them out. You listen. And you see what you think, because I think you might like them.
Probably not. What are we going to do now?
What are you talking about?
Why won't you let me help you? I'm trying to help you. Writing lyrics is a pain. A huge pain.
Well, not in this case. It was pretty fun.
No, Scott. It always sucks. It's the most boring part of writing a song. That's why you should let me do it for you. I'm trying to be a good friend and bandmate by doing a really tedious and boring job for you.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that. You know, I just think of this as maybe I want to do something nice for you for a change.
What? You're a jerk. We have an agreement in place. I write the lyrics.
Yeah, I know, but it just kept popping into my head, and they were so good, I just had to write it down. So I wrote down the verse, and then, suddenly the chorus popped into my head, so I wrote that down. And then the second verse popped into my head, so I wrote that down. And then the second chorus popped into my head, so I just kept going, and eventually I had a whole song.
So it sounds like there was lots of opportunities for you to stop. Like 3 or 4 opportunities after each verse and chorus. You could have stopped and said, this job sucks. I better save this one for Steve. I'll let him do this tedious job, and then I could just owe him one later. You didn't stop and say that?
No.
That's intentional. I can't believe you screwed me. Out of helping you.
Honestly, with how fast those words came to me, it was like the song wrote itself.
Oh. Well, why didn't you just say that from the beginning? That's totally different. When the song writes itself, it's out of your hands.
Just like that? You're okay with it? You seem pretty angry.
When it's out of your hands, it's out of your hands. What do you want me to say?
Well, yeah, exactly. That's very mature of you, Steve, to say that. And to accept my lyric writing, even though you are famously, how should I say it?
Say what?
Guarding the whole lyric writing process, for yourself. But I understand.
What?
You need it that way.
Neil Peart got to write the lyrics.
Hey, it's much appreciated. But have you heard recently from any studio execs or, major labels, being interested in signing us on and getting rich together?
Nah. We'll just bring our album to Sub Pop.
Actually, Sub Pop. Don't you have a bit of a beef with Sub Pop?
Well, not really. We've pretty much always wanted to be signed to Sub Pop.
Yeah, I remember we used to want to be part of Sub Pop because they were the guys that signed all of our heroes. But are they even still the same as they used to be? And do we want to be associated with them now? It's not the same as being associated with them in the 90s. They're different. They're different now.
Maybe.
And is that what we want? Or maybe we want something even better than that. Maybe we want to start our own record label, and we'll call it Sub Rock.
Shh! Hey! What if they're listening?
Do you call that listening or watching?
Same thing.
It's not the same thing, and Sub Pop is probably not doing either of those things.
Yeah, I know. But I've thought about this a lot lately.
Or are they?
And I realized if we're going to be the band to bring back grunge, then who better to sign us than Sub Pop? I mean, they did it the first time.
Yeah, I know. And that's why we always planned on using them. And then you said, oh, we're not going to use them. And now today you're back to wanting to use them again. I don't even know what's going on anymore, Steve.
Yeah, I did say a while ago that I didn't want to sign with them because I thought they'd gotten too big, and I think we do need to sign with a true independent label first.
Well, I wouldn't exactly call Sub Pop a big label.
Yeah, they're medium.
More like...
Medium-sized.
More like David versus Goliath.
Medium-sized label.
They're David.
Either way, I realized beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah. We don't even know if we're beggars.
Well, yeah, good point. We're not beggars.
We don't even know if they'll sign us.
Oh, they'll sign us.
Oh, Sub Pop actually started a smaller division, and it's truly independent. It's an independent label. Maybe we can get signed there.
Yeah, I don't know about them.
Why not? Because that would be indie.
The name of the label is Hardly Art.
Ooh, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, they screwed up with that name.
Our music is not hardly art. It is art.
I think they were going for some kind of irony, but it totally backfired.
It's the best art. It is the only art. Otherwise, what's your alternative? AI?
Ooh, Skynet. Yeah, there's been a lot of talk of them rising lately. We need to stay away from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need the Sub Pop label. Because then we've joined an elite fraternity. And dare I say it, I think Sub Pop needs us.
They do need us. But we don't need them. What they need is friggin' awesome bands like us.
Well, lately they've actually signed a couple of local bands that are almost as good as we are. Well, maybe not almost as good, but they're not bad.
And thinking about awesome bands, I just had a thought. Poison My Eyes by Anthrax. You remember that one?
I love that song.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite Anthrax songs.
I know. It's amazing.
I just love John Bush.
Let's jam that song.
What? I'm not in a position to learn that song right now. I just told you my wrist was sore.
You don't think my wrist gets sore dumping all the time?
Well, yeah, but it's kind of different on drums. Like
It's way too fast.
constantly hitting the hi-hat, it's like shooting pool all day long.
That sounds like it would be fun.
It sounds like a precursor to carpal tunnel syndrome. Luckily, though, you can't catch that from drumming.
No, but I can by playing guitar.
Yeah, you can, but I can't.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. And you can catch tendonitis too. Maybe you already have.
I've never heard Dave Grohl or John Bonham whining about no tendonitis. I'll be fine.
Okay, well, what do you want to do then? Because we still got a couple hours before we go for tacos.
Yeah. Too bad we couldn't go right now. I'm starving.
Let's just go now then. There's no point in waiting for Lorenzo and Lindsay. They just talk on their phones the whole time. They're just like...
Yeah.
It's like they're not even there.
They do basically just ignore us these days.
All the more reason to go now.
But if we go now, the tacos are full price.
I don't want to go all the way up to Everett anyway.
I don't really feel like going up there either, but I definitely feel like good tacos, and no tacos are better than Mama's.
Well, maybe we'll be able to find something around here that we don't even know about.
Find something around here that we don't already know about? They make better tacos at Mama's Mexican Kitchen than they do in all of Tijuana.
You've never been to Tijuana?
No, but Dylan has, and that's what he said.
Yeah, but Dylan's not that bright. Like, for a cool older guy, he's kind of dumb.
Have you ever had better tacos anywhere else?
No, I haven't.
Exactly.
Got me there.
So we're going. When the tacos get cheap.
Ah, yes. Driven by economic sensibilities into forced socialization with a couple who'd rather be in the digital realm.
What?
Just trust me.
I don't think that's what we're doing.
Just trust me, Steve.
We can't even play Super NES to kill time because it uses the same tendons.
Hey, can we watch that video on YouTube?
No? What video?
The one that's always there when we go on to answer comments. It says, Dave Grohl, hi Axel, where's Axel?
Do you actually want to play on the computer?
No, I just want to watch that video.
We saw that on MTV when we were kids. Dave taunts Axel at the 92 VMAs because that's when Axel started his feud with Nirvana.
Yeah, and I think that's the same performance where Chris Novoselic throws his bass guitar way in the air and it came back down on his head.
It's not.
That was amazing.
It's not the one.
Well, let's just watch it and see.
Don't you remember what happened last time we tried to watch a video on YouTube?
We're not going to click on anything gross this time. Nothing gross happened at the VMAs.
I know, because that's not even the time that he threw it up in the air.
Prove it.
No,
Let's watch it.
you're just trying to trick me into watching YouTube.
Yeah, no duh. Fine. If you don't want to watch it, I will myself. I don't need you.
Okay.
I can rely on myself. Hey Steve, how do you get to the YouTube channel?
Fine. But we're only watching this one video because I'm too sore to drum. And it's only gonna be one video. Get out of the way. It's my computer. It's really hard to get to YouTube. It's not, you don't just go to YouTube.
Oh, that was like 2 clicks.
Yeah, well now we're at YouTube. But yeah.
Wasn't that hard.
I couldn't have shown you.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't have told you. I had to show you.
True.
Okay, well, here's that Hi Axel, Where's Axel one you've been crying about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we click on it.
Yeah.
This is the one. This is the one. Watch what happens with his guitar here.
Okay.
Up and then whales on his face. Look, you see him fall over? Yeah, I told you.
I can't believe it. I didn't think that happened in this one.
I can't believe I'm actually right.
Me neither.
Kurt, hey, that amp is very expensive.
Oh, it's always painful when he shoves the head of the guitar in.
I wanna play that amp. Just.
I mean,
Well, I guess that's why it's so rock and roll. Because you have to.
we can only dream of destroying equipment.
That's right. We could dream.
Aha! He's on Dave's drums.
Oh, he's tripping all over the place.
Such a nice set of drums.
Look, he's wrecking the drums now. That's good. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's totally rock and roll.
Oh,
yes.
Well, yeah, I guess that is a good
One day we'll be doing that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully we won't be destroying as expensive equipment. I don't want to. Because if we had equipment like that was that nice, I would want to keep it. Personally.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Speaking.
But I mean, I got to blame that on the Marino effect. Like, I don't know why I don't remember that.
Yeah, no, that's not the name. Actually, it's the Mangello.
Yeah,
Mangello effect.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. But you know what I meant. Oh, let's look at this one. Kurt Cobain's death, old people versus young reaction.
Oh, yeah.
It's from April 1994.
Kurt Cobain's music moved a generation of young people.
You got that right.
His words spoke to their fears and frustrations. But
he
many of
did.
the
Spoke
older
to their fears and
generation
frustrations.
Just don't get it. They don't understand why so many people are so moved by Cobain's sudden death. And what John Sharifi continues
What's not to
our
get?
team for
He
coverage.
died.
He
That's
heard from
not
people
that's not sad for you.
differing views on Kurt Cobain.
There he
Listen
is.
to the music. Listen to the words.
Everything is his fault.
These words.
And that's
And the
how
man
I
who
feel
penned
sometimes
them moved a
about my own life.
generation.
It's a huge loss.
Huge loss. Like, hugest loss.
think in a
That's
couple
an
years,
understatement.
I mean,
You know, time will tell, but it could be, you know, this generation's John Lennon.
Oh, he's bang on to that.
oh,
He is the John
Another
Lennon of
John
this.
Lennon.
that
To
was
many,
something
there's no
different.
comparison. Did you relate
Different
to it?
style.
Not particularly, and I don't
Better
think
style.
I would, at least in my generation, compare him to John Lennon.
Well, it's because you guys are.
Generation.
Difference in message too.
Oh, different message.
The message was the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. Love everybody else.
Yeah.
Contrast
Pretty sure
with
that's what the
Cobain's
message was.
message of anger,
More or less,
despair.
something like
So you,
Yeah,
you
When he was
understood
saying,
the
everything
words,
my
music, and all that.
fault.
It's kind of hard to understand, but
Taking credit. I mean, taking responsibility for his own mistakes.
It's not hard to understand.
No, it's not.
Just listen.
Some people don't understand why the media has glorified a man who did drugs and ultimately shot himself.
Yeah, well, he didn't shoot himself. He was killed. Duh.
Plus, like,
Panhandles for a living.
everyone thinks drugs are cool. We don't. But
Yeah, they're not cool, but they're cool to sing a song about.
Yeah.
He does that, and I dug his music. I'm disappointed.
So was 11-year-old Brett Greenbaum, who will
bums are
I was
usually
disappointed too.
pretty positive people, so.
Because in a lot of bands, it's sometimes the whole band that makes the music, and it's sometimes just the singer. And for Nirvana, it's kind of just singer.
It's just him, exactly. He's the only one who makes the music here.
How did that kid even know
How
that?
did he know that? He was totally right. He's the only one who's making the music.
They're feeling pain, while another generation tries to understand.
Dave Grohl wrote the riff on Scentless Apprentice, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's
Kurt wrote everything else.
How hard is it to write a riff, really?
What's next in the Cobain story?
You tell
The
me.
medical examiner
Well,
will
it's pretty
perform
hard.
toxicology tests.
it's not-
to see
it's
if
not
there are
easy.
any
It's actually
drugs
really
in
hard to
Cobain's
do that.
system at the time of death. The results from that test will be available in about 3 weeks. As for funeral arrangements,
3 weeks from now, we're gonna find out the results from that test.
3 weeks.
Oh, that was back in '94. Okay. So I guess we know the results. So the results were in, and then I guess
It doesn't take 3 weeks
No.
to get results from a toxicology test.
no.
It takes like 2 hours.
Especially '94, they were like, they didn't have the wait list that they have now.
Yeah,
at the hospital.
They were even faster back
They
then.
were even faster because there was less people.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, I guess this is actually kind of cool.
It's amazing. There's so many.
Look at this one. 13 unforgettable Kurt Cobain moments. Well, we're definitely watching this.
That's a lot.